This is Coogan Cassius for Eiffel TV. We're in Hollywood here at Freddie Rush's Wildcard Gym. It looks like we're in like some bike shed, you know, like at school.
I know.
We used to take the girls around the back of the bike shed. That's where it looks like we are. Leaving a bike there.
Shade can't the sun, can't you, Coogan?
Indeed. Have you enjoyed your LA experience?
No, it's been brilliant, mate. Honest, I've been lucky enough to get some world-class sparring in over here, and like I say, different variations as well, different styles. And it's not just the sparring for me as well. It's just like LA's a real keep fit sort of town. You see those Santa Monica steps, you see old people up there, and it's sort of, you can't help but think, oh, what I do this, or you'll see little circuit classes going on at the side of the beach and stuff like that. I love it over here.
How does it benefit you to come out here? I know you come out here as a team, and you know, so you come out here with all the other boys, with Joe and that. But to you personally, how does it benefit you?
Yeah, like I said, I've been lucky enough to spar some world-class fighters, as in Ray Beltran, Dennis Shafikov, and just different rounds. Perez, is Alejandro Perez. I think he's a super featherweight. Just different fighters, like I say, different styles, and it's sparring I wouldn't get back home. So it's always good to sort of take you out of your comfort zone, and I feel like it'll benefit me that extra few percent, and that I think that's the difference. Those little tweaks what you make, what might help you just a few percent, can be the difference between domestic level and taking you up.
Interesting. Mentioned Dennis Shafikov, because he's got a world title fight coming up against Miguel Vasquez in Macau coming up. So
I'm looking forward to watching that. Yeah, he's good, strong, but he's come down from like welterweight, so he's strong. But not just, what surprised me as well, he's got very fast hands as well. Very fast hands. They say he's come down in weight, and also so I think he's an underdog in that, but I think he's a very live underdog.
So you've been sparring with Ray Beltran?
Yeah, I've been sparring with Ray. I've done quite a lot with Ray. He's a real nice guy. You couldn't, honest to God, everyone who meets him says the same. You couldn't meet a nicer fella, and yeah, we've sparred most days, most sparring days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We've sparred, and like I said, I think it's been beneficial.
I don't know what you've done to him, but he's sick at the moment. I spoke to him yesterday because I wanted to do an interview, and he's a bit under the weather.
Tough man, so he must be ill. He must be ill, mate, if he's not here. Indeed.
And has there been any conversations about Ricky Burns with Ray Beltran?
I've not really spoke too much about the Ricky fight with him. I mean, I knew Ray from last time he was here, and obviously I was talking to him over in Glasgow, but he felt he'd done enough. And like I say, he's just waiting now to see what's next for him.
So your next fight will be in Glasgow?
Glasgow, March the 1st.
Opponent to be announced yet?
Yep, I think the plans to fight in an 8-rounder there. I think Eddie, so just so I'm not out of the ring too long, because by the time 25th of November I boxed last, and then there's a big show in Manchester in April, isn't there?
Yeah.
So I think just to keep me active, not out of the ring too long, I'm going to box there, and then obviously the Manchester show, I've got to make sure I come through on March the 1st, and then there'll be a big fight in Manchester.
The domestic scene still interests you? Still give you the buzz?
Of course. The domestic scene, for me, it's almost like a lot of the fighters in that are sort of, you could say, beyond British level in a way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So there's plenty of great fights out there to be made.
Well, like I said, it's always been for the last 2 or 3 years, especially.
Very lucky to be part of the lightweight division. Like you say, I've always said this: if you match most of the top 10 up, to be genuine 50-50 fights. So like you say, a lot of fights have gone on, and I've boxed some of those lads. But like I say, there's plenty of fights out there to be made.
And obviously, John Murray made his return not too long ago as well, so he's back in the mix as well of that lightweight.
Yeah, of course, John's right back in there. I spoke to John since obviously I'm pals with him. And John, anyone in the lightweight division, he's wanting to get in there with and put himself back out there.
Same question I asked all the other boys. So when you haven't been training, what have you been doing? Because I had a mixed response from everyone.
Well, do you know what? Some people probably see all the pictures on Twitter and stuff like that.
What, Joe's Twitter?
And they think, Joe, yeah, now and again, Joe gets on Twitter, yeah. Don't
really?
See it, yeah.
What, on Instagram as well?
Again, yeah. Not too much, but yeah, he gets on there. And you saw all the pictures. Some people might think, oh, it's an holiday what they're on, but honestly, I can tell you, it's there's been very little downtime other than Sunday. Sunday was the only day off. Like even Saturday we got a bit of time off, but we was running early in the morning. We had a tough hill run, so there's not been much downtime. But just the odd few hours here and there when we've managed to do nice stuff, like obviously get to Venice Beach and but I've not really been to see too many of the sites. I've not been around Hollywood, Beverly Hills too much.
No.
You're a bit of Beverly Hills cougar.
I've stayed in Beverly Hills a few times myself. Yeah. The Regent Beverly Wilshire where they filmed Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should take your other half there one
I
day.
know. Yes, it's a favourite.
Not calling her obviously that, and you're not obviously a. Well,
no,
I don't know. You might be a
multi-millionaire,
but you know what I mean. Don't
no,
you?
I wish I was, but no, it's a favourite film, so.
Your favourite film?
It's mine as well. Like it says, yeah.
You look like a chick flick kind of guy anyway, Crolla.
I'm not gonna lie, I love a chick flick again.
Shouldn't have admitted that on there. Pro boxer. No, it's all good. Alright, well listen, thanks for talking to IFL TV. And,
good to see you, Keegan.
It's good to see you too. I'm not actually working, I was just...
No, you're still on holiday. And
I'm here for like a few days, so...
Why not? Sense. The camera comes everywhere with you, so...
Yeah.
Why not?
Just not in the bedroom.
No.
Alright, listen, Anthony, thanks for talking to IFL TV, and we'll catch up with you before Scotland.
Yeah, no doubt. See you before then, mate.
Alright, no worries.
See you later.
Kevin Cassius, Anthony Crolla, IFL TV, thank you very much.